Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I want to talk about fasted cardio. This is a question I've gotten recently, several times recently. And stop working out fasted. Please stop working out fasted. This doesn't mean you have to have a full complete steak meal before working out. But when you get up really early in the morning and go right to the gym without anything in your stomach, without any nutrient in your body, you're not doing the fat burning thing that you think you're doing, right? Now, again, the video I'm making right now, this is for women. I was a women's health expert. The information I talk about is for women, right? I put stars here because there's gonna be somebody that comments on this video that doesn't listen to the whole thing or doesn't even look in. They're like, this is not right, blah, blah, blah. I do this, da, 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 da. Okay, if you're a dude, right? So let me explain the difference. Men and women are different. Our bodies are different. Our hormones and chemistry is different. Therefore, the same activities can have a different result in the body. Huh? Why is this so hard for people to understand? So here's what happens for the female body, right? Female physiology when you are working out fasted, right? You are depleting your system of essential nutrients, right? And the female body functions very differently. And before you go trying to send me all these articles or the research or whatever you want to send me or fight with me about on social media, I want you to look at the sources of it, and I want you to see if any studies or research were done on women, right? Dr. Stacy Sims, S-I-M-S, is a fantastic researcher who researches women, and she has the data and things that talk about the same and very similar information. Most of the time when people send me stuff, they're like, well, this isn't true, look at this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, what you're sending me is based on men. So yes, that's correct for the male body. What I'm talking about is for the female body. The male and female body are completely different, right? The male body can burn fat, get to fat burning so fast and easy. Testosterone, yeah, that's what it does. The female body is not designed to burn fat. It's not naturally, right? The things that shift and change in our bodies, throughout the month, it's designed to create and hold and house another, human. So there needs to be a certain body fat percentage to have some of those mechanisms happen. Therefore, our body will not go to fat burning as quickly as easily or anything else. I mean, even when you're working out and getting to a fat burning state, women get at max 3 hours of fat burning before our systems turn that mechanism off. Men can be in fat burning all day, right? That's not an exaggeration. That's literally what happens, right? Yeah. Happens all the time. In the 12-week challenge that I have, if a gal joins and she starts eating healthier, all these things, and she'll be like, yes, I lost, 8 pounds. This is so great. I'm feeling so good. I'm sleeping really well, and I've got all this energy, and yay. And at the same time, sort of following it, her husband will lose 20 pounds. Because the male body can get to and stay in a fat burning state, right? Which means that your body is using fat tissue for energy really, really quickly and easily. The female body doesn't do that. Again, it's not going to just tap into fat because you want it to, or because you're doing this type of exercise or taking this specific supplement. You really have to work with the way the female body works. So these are things that we do in the 12-week challenge. If you're not on the wait list for the next 12-week challenge, I'm going to put that link right here in the comments before I jump into some of this stuff. So you guys can get on the wait list. Do not miss out. Registration is going to open next month, and it does fill in about 24 hours. We go through a Dutch test, meal guide, all these things specifically for the female body. But if you've got more questions, let me know. But this is one of the questions that I get a lot from women because you're told this by so many people. Fasted cardio, fasted cardio, fasted cardio. That does not actually get the female body to a fat burning state. Again, when you are doing some type of activity, cardio, workout, something like that, right? You have a certain amount of, energy stored in your muscle tissue, glycogen stored in your muscle tissue, and you have some stored in your liver. But again, because the female body reacts so differently to the stressors of exercise, right? And I'm not talking about I get up and I go for a walk for 20 minutes. Okay, that's fine. But if you're doing an hour of cardio or an intense workout in the morning on a completely empty stomach, you're going to have this negative reaction. Here's what happens when women try and do fasted cardio. It's going to increase your stress response. So after you're done working out, when you think that your body is getting to and staying in a fat burning zone, it's not. It's increasing this entire stress response, which in women, our bodies actually store more fat, right? It's going to increase other inflammation in your system. Inflammation is a general term, yes, but it does interfere with a lot of ways that the system functions. This is going to be gut disruption, it can be puffiness, your ability to hydrate, nutrient absorption, etc., right? It increases inflammation. It also will target your muscle tissue for energy, right? So that increases muscle breakdown. So you working out, trying to build that lean muscle to burn fat, yes, that's how that should work. But if you're not fueling your body, the female body will not target fat. It will go after the muscle tissue because it's quicker, easier way to get that energy, because it will reserve that fat tissue because it thinks it needs it. I don't want it to need it. I don't want it to need it. I want it to burn the fat. I know. That's what we do in the 12-week challenge. We work with your body physiology, helping your system to target actual fat tissue for women, right? A lot of times when we focus on things and think, okay, I want to burn fat, the scale isn't going to go down right away. It shouldn't just go down right away because of the way the female body works. If you're doing any type of weight loss program and your scale just goes down, 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 that's trying to lose weight how a male body loses weight. Versus for women, you have to really support your lean muscle tissue, which means the scale, maybe it'll go down a couple of pounds, but inches is what we look at first. That means you're being more successful with your process and getting the right reaction in your system, right? But when you have these things happen, when you're doing fasted cardio, and again, for women, you have an increased stress response, increased inflammation, increased muscle breakdown, there's no way that you can get to fat burning. The female body it won't do it. It's going to store more fat. So for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, yes, I've been working out, I've been killing myself, and I'm getting like 0 results. What is happening? This is what's happening. This is what's happening. So it's really important that you support your system. Now, again, it is not a lot of food, but it's just a little bit of like protein, fat, carb before your workout to help get your system some glycogen to work on so that your body can get to a fat burning zone while you're working out and after. It's a whole different way of looking at the body. It's a whole different way of working with your system and the way it naturally works. So this is what I wanted to touch on. This is a big topic, I know. And I know there's some people who are going to really want to disagree, and that's fine. You can disagree. But when you actually look at research that is done on women, you will understand, oh my gosh, okay, yes, the research is showing this. And if you actually understand female physiology, you'll say, oh, yeah, this is how the female body works. So much of what's out there is actually done on the male body. Research is done on the male body. So you're like, well, all these studies. Yes, I know. Good question. What's a good example of a meal to eat before you do cardio? Just an example like peanut butter toast, right? Now, this isn't like, oh, I'm, just heading out for my run and I'm scarfing it. Like, give your gut a little bit of time to break it down, some type of protein, fat, carb, a small amount of it, but getting something in your system that it can do. I do like a little bit of a shake. Like 2 scoops of my protein powder is a full serving for my shake. And then I'll do another one to make it boosted, which is protein pacing, which we'll talk about in a different video. But I'll do like 1 scoop, 3/4 of the scoop, a little bit there. Getting some nutrient in my system so it's got something to go off of. And one of my favorite things that I hear when women start doing this is they're like, oh my gosh, I'm like kicking butt in my workouts. And I'm like, I know. When you fuel your body correctly, your performance goes up and up and up. It does. Because if you're starving your system, your performance can't increase. And how do you actually get your metabolism going? How do you actually get your body to burn fat? You have to increase your performance. You have to be able to, work out harder, lift heavier, all this stuff. Not like massively, not like, beefcake, brah, no, but you have to increase your performance. If you keep going, if you're like, yeah, I walk a mile every day, blah, blah, blah. When you start doing that activity, sure, it's going to, show you some result. But after 8 weeks of it, you're not really going to see any other new results from doing just the same exercise. You have to push your physical body somehow. So by doing that, you're able to take your fitness to a higher level, take your results to the next level. Every single trainer knows that. If you want, more result, you have to take your fitness level higher. And the way that women do that is fueling properly. So my favorite thing to hear when women start actually getting the right nutrient in before they do a workout is, oh my gosh, I am lifting heavier. I am working out just as hard at the end of my workout as I do at the beginning. And I'm like, yeah, you should be. You should be. Absolutely, you should be, right? And as an athlete, right, these are things that, you will know, right? I mean, I know that, when I was, I played volleyball in college, that if I started losing energy towards the end of practice when we would scrimmage and things, I would get my butt handed to me. Yep. I played football for the Minnesota Vixen, which is a full tackle women's football team. 2-hour practices, 3-hour practices. If you run out of energy, guess what? You literally will get flattened. Yeah. It's real important that you fuel properly. And every athlete knows this. The more properly you fuel for your body system, hormones, everything, the better you can perform. And the better you can perform, the better results you're going to get to. So, it's a lot of information. It's a lot to digest. And one of the hardest things that we have about this is the mindset shift that we have to work with our bodies, to work with how our systems function. Yeah, I know. Right? To actually be like, oh, dang it. Everything I've been doing is based off of how a male body works. I know. Me too. But once you know better, you can do better. So start diving into the different things that you can do. And again, there's other resources. If you guys want more resources, I can, give them to you. But also, I'm a very big advocate for when you find it yourself and read it for yourself. Huge, right? Huge. Fueling our body after the workouts too. Yes, Jessica. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Jessica. Yeah. I just got really pumped about that. Yes. Game changer. For performance, for results, everything. Okay, so again, waitlist for the 12-week challenge is right there in the comments. Make sure you're getting on the waitlist. And for other women that need this video, send it to them. For other women that have been struggling, send them this information so they can get this information too. Other resources I have for you, I have a book, my book, The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon, talking all about nutrition that matches your hormones and your cycle. Female Menopause Solution. Fasted cardio, terrible for menopause. Terrible for menopause. If you guys want me to do a whole video on some of this stuff, let me know, because I can. My YouTube channel is called Dr. Beth Westy, and my podcast is called The Female Health Solution. So lots of resources for you, lots of things to look at. But again, huge topic. Please stop working out fasted. It is not good for you. It is not going to lead you to the way to get the right results. And it's going to tax your system even more. Yes. All right. That's what I got for you guys tonight. Let me know if you have any other questions. Otherwise, I'll see you later.